Hello everybody and welcome, you're watching Dave Playing Games. My name is Dave and I am playing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And you're probably noticing that I'm not doing my usual swirly intro where I talk all about what's happened last time and talk about what we're going to do this time, and that's because I left us off halfway through a conversation. That is to say, we're talking to the Bloody Baron here about his missing family. He's basically begged me to help him out so that I can go and rescue his wife from the clutches of the crones of Crookback Bog. And whilst I'm willing to help, it's not something that I could just squish onto the end of an episode. So, probably against my better judgment, here we go.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine.
I appear to have several quests to meet up with people once again. My active quest appears to be to visit Triss in her house in Novigrad. I've also been asked to follow the Baron to Crookback Bog, there was the opportunity to speak to Kira Metz again, and then there's this, Ciri's room, so that's precisely what I plan to do before I leave this fort and go on my merry way. And here's the room right here, so let's have a little look and see precisely what she may have left behind as a clue. Clothes. Lots of clothes.
Ciri must have used these. Looks like she left in a hurry.
Okay, it's probably a good thing then that she's got that new outfit in this DLC. And what's this? A book. The Natural Obscurity of Curses.
The Natural Obscurity of Curses by Lydia van Bredevoort. Where'd Ciri get this?
Something I should probably read, but I'm probably not going to. And, ooh, is that a spinning top?
A spinning top. Gretka's toy.
Okay, so we know Gretka was in here as well. That tells us nothing. Still doesn't fully give me an answer. So down to the kitchen I'll go and speak to Gretka.
Geralt!
Look familiar?
My top. Where'd you find it?
Ciri's room.
We'd play in her room sometimes. I was sad one day and Ciri carved it for me. Such a shame she had to leave.
Okay, nice little distraction. It's taught me literally nothing, but given me some experience points, and that's got to be worth something. Right, okay, we can't put this off for much longer, so let's grab Roach, go to Downwarren, and make our way to the crones of Crookback Bog again. And so we've returned to Down. Well, what's going on here?
What's happened here? Some sort of blasted vendetta. A beauty? What the devil do you mean?
A great mare. A horse fiend. Folk done went mad. Lunged at each other. Murdering all neighbours or young'uns.
It's the spirit of the forest, taking revenge on those who sought its demise, driving them mad.
Geralt! Good, you've arrived. I've trouble drawing any sense from their canting. Should give him a taste of the whip to bring him in line, cause...
My lord, 'tis what they said too. About the mare, meaning... That is the forest's dark ghost.
Who claimed so?
The witch hunters passed through just now, heading for the village in the swamp. Some lass was leading them, asking after her mother.
Lass? We must go there at once, Geralt.
I think you might be right. Also, I think I may have made a terrible, terrible mistake letting that monster out from under the tree. I mean, somebody's made a terrible mistake.
Agreed.
I'll gather my men. All in! We've the swamp to cross and those cursed crones to hunt down.
Yeah, it does look a little bit like everybody's dead.
Ploughing swamp. Pox-ridden air promotes brain rot in the peasants. Crones, fuck me. What will these hayseeds think of next?
The crones exist. You'll know that soon enough.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches making mincemeat of peasant minds. Likely Anna agreed to stay with them. Care for them out of the kindness of her heart. Good as gold, that one. Always.
Oh, Baron, you are in for a terrible, terrible shock. They're real, they're grim. I don't think you brought enough men. Although if there is some good news to take away from this, it sounds like your daughter's coming to reunite with you as well, so that's good. Maybe. Oh, of course. It wouldn't be an episode of The Witcher if I wasn't completely mugged by drowners.
Oh, hard fight. Tough going. Aye. Haven't seen that many all at once in a while. We shouldn't have come here. Got no business traipsing about. Managed the one time, but who the hell knows what we'll find deeper in. That fair talking? Through you? Brawny bird? Who? Me? Fear? Not on your life. All right, boys, let's move on. At pace. Show these horrors who's in charge.
And with the Baron's henchmen talking a little bit with some bravado, although poorly masking their terror, we march the final length towards Crookback Bog. Sorry, no, of course we don't. No, more drowners. Why would there not be more drowners? Oh, and a water hag as well. Sorry, I might have set most of your men on fire.
Water hags.
Where's a horror like that come from?
A wench that's had too much hooch turns into that. So next time you think to give a woman booze, don't. Better off drinking it down yourself.
I have to say, as an authority on monsters, that's utter bollocks, but we appear to have arrived here at the Orphanage of Crookback Bog. And, they're straight in. They are straight in. Oh, because of course there's more drowners.
I don't know you, but thank you.
Introductions later.
Witcher.
Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
We could use your kind if you'd find the heart to serve the Eternal Fire. I'm Tamara.
Heard quite a lot about you.
Tamara, dear daughter, you return after all. Come, don't deny me this embrace.
Stay away from me. I've come for Mother. Unlike you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
Why the hell do you think I'm here? To take her home?
Oh, you'll do no such thing. You'll not lay a finger on her. Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross. I was not the best husband, the best father, I know. But I've changed. Ask anyone. Geralt, come, tell her.
Stop arguing. It's stupid. We need to find Anna.
Verily I say unto you that ire and vehemence can lead to naught but one's downfall.
Who the bloody hell is this?
And who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind now. Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father. And I care not a bit what befalls you.
I remind you we've a matter to resolve here. You're a witcher. Will you help?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't willing.
I've lost 5 men and have little notion of what else to expect in this cursed place.
No time to lose. Crones could return any minute.
Ha! How do you know they're not here already?
'Cause we're still alive.
Search the village!
Oh, you are all going to die. Like all of you. Every single one of you.
Don't.
Especially you two.
Over here!
Oh, that's not amazing. So Gran's now a hag.
Mother? Is that her? No. Impossible. We must do something. Witcher!
precisely do you want me to do that's going to help other than chopping her head off?
Something's coming. Get ready.
What was that?
Wolves? Perhaps.
Didn't sound like wolves.
Because it wasn't.
I mean, it's probably wolves.
Get ready.
Oh, this is...
You'll spoil our feast.
Oh my god, what the hell is that thing? Luckily for me, they seem to have got it stuck on something. Oh, not well enough. Oh, that really hurt. Oh, and this doesn't bode well.
You'll spoil our feast.
Get out of here! What was that?
Looked a fiend to me.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Those damned witches! When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied? Just look at her. Witcher, you know of these things. You must. What's wrong with her?
Last I was here, she was nothing like this. Crones must have cursed her.
Can you lift this curse?
Not till I know what it is.
She can't have lived here alone. Perhaps there's someone else. Someone who saw something.
Maybe Johnny.
Who?
A boy, a hermit. Lives in the swamp. Came around here from time to time. He might have seen something.
We must find him.
Doesn't like strangers. You wait here. I'm better off going alone.
Okay, so, having been mugged by lots of awful creatures, we're now being sent out into the bog to try and find another one. That terrible little goblin thing, Johnny. But we're in luck. The Fiend. The Fiend had a lesser blue mutagen on it. That is fantastic news, because that makes 3, and that means we can make a regular blue mutagen. Pop that in the slot, and all of a sudden we've got plus 21% to our sign intensity. That's going to make things all the better. We also have 3 points to spend on things, and a new slot that's become available. Regrettably, no mutagens that are going to be particularly useful for that just now, and because it came up in a previous episode and we don't have anything like the ability just yet, I'm going to take some points in Delusion. So now we should be super persuasive when we need to get someone to do something. Anyway, that's enough procrastinating for now. We need to go and try and find Johnny and see what he knows about the crones of Crookback Bog. Indeed, hopefully the insidious little goblin crap factory can shed some light on that curse. Oh, and one thing. So I've swapped around my skills again. I now have arrow deflection on my grid because it turns out the werewolf mutagen I had before adds to attack power. It counts as a red mutagen, so we've got a lovely little increase in our attack power as well, which does mean we've sacrificed the Griffin School techniques thing again, but I'm sure I'll find a use for it at some point. And more drowners, lots and lots of drowners, way too many drowners. Should probably stop hanging around in swamps. Seriously, there's a bunch of them over there as well. Where are they all coming from? Actually, do you know what? It would probably help if I was following the right quest. And more drowners. This time they're actually... Oh, that sodding hag! No. So this is where I'll find Johnny, but it's completely mobbed by monsters. Right, hag's down, one more drowner. But where? Where? Oh, it's happened again. Mr. Drowner. Mr. Drowner, are you gonna come up? Thank you very much. And that's them dealt with. Okay, Johnny. Johnny, nothing to fear. I've got all the stabbing out of my system.
Johnny! Johnny! Not here. Something's not right. Gotta look around. Might be hiding nearby.
Or maybe the crones have killed him. That would be nice. Okay, right, let's go and try and find this Johnny fella. Have a little look with our Witcher senses. He's got to be around here somewhere. It does feel ever so slightly, though, by the size of the ring on my mini-map that we are to inspect the entire bog. Oh, aha. Tracks. Tracks will be useful.
Fresh footprints. Johnny ran through here. Fleeing something.
Okay, so he was running away. But what was he running away from? And where will I find him now? And where have the tracks gone? Oh, he's there. He's there. I can't see him, but apparently he's there.
Johnny, wake up.
What? Who? Oh, Witcher! You frightened me. Thought it were those vile hags.
Killed a few near your den.
The crone sent them to punish me.
Remember that crazy old woman who looked after the kids?
Gran? Sure I remember.
Found her in the crone's village, transformed into a monster. Any idea how that happened?
By happenstance, Gran mixed some poppy seed and ash. Went by to help her sort it out. Mother Nature gave me small hands, see? So I can do it easy like. Working away we was, separating seeds from dust. Out of nowhere, Gran cried out. The mark on her hand started glowing. She yelled at me to hide. I crawled into a chest. Barely had time to blink before the crones totted in. The weavess snipped a lock of Gran's hair. Called it punishment for letting the children escape. Then the hags opened the door in the floor. Went down, down, down. Shame it weren't all the way to hell.
That hasn't answered my question. So they've given her a haircut and gone into a basement, but what on earth has that got to do with a curse?
Why'd the weavess need Gran's hair? Any idea?
The crones take folks' ears to hear all. Hair gives them power over folks' lives. There are times they weave the hair into odd strings. Other times they take it downstairs.
Well, I need to get a haircut very quickly before they get some of mine, okay?
Take a look under the door.
I look like a fool to you?
No. You do look like the inquisitive type, though.
My inquisitiveness ends where folly begins.
Stay in the chest until the crones left?
Wanted to. Sit tight and quiet, said to myself. Not a peep out your beat till they go. But then Gran fell to the floor. Started screaming and tearing her hair out. Didn't know what to do. So I leapt out of the chest. Thought herbs might help her. The ones she cured the children's aches with. But Gran was no longer herself. She was a beast.
So, you give her the herbs?
Couldn't manage it. The crones came back. I dropped to my knees and begged them to spare Gran. Brewess piped up first. Naughty boy. Oh, naughty. Shouldn't say no when the sisters want to hear yes. Then the Wispess says, run, boy, run before your legs rot off. They all laughed and I legged it.
Okay, well, that hasn't really helped at all. At least I know they've been cursed, and I know you were as useful as ever.
There's something in that cellar. The key to finding out what happened to Gran, I think.
Will you help her?
Provided it's not too late. Thanks, Johnny. And good luck to you.
Likewise. And if you happen on any water hags, give them a nice fat walloping on me behalf. Farewell, Witcher.
So reapproaching the village, I now have an idea of what I need to do, and that I need to go down into the basement. I should also probably tell the other guys what's happened so that they can be prepared in case anything comes up. I fancy the hags won't be done with us yet.
Did you learn anything?
Just as I thought. The crones probably cursed your mother. Took a lock of her hair, then disappeared down the stairs. Cellar under the house. So the door's hidden.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Come.
Let me go in first. Give you a shout if I find anything interesting.
So be it. Let's begin.
One thing that does appear to be lacking in this conversation, considering there are several interested parties, nobody has yet offered me any reward. Well, back by the shrine here we go. Let's have a look and see if we can find that trapdoor. And I did find quite a lot of... Oh, I missed one. Quite a lot of nice little bags and boxes to loot. However, the trapdoor does very much appear to be over there. Right, let's pop down and see what mysteries await us.
Got it.
Apparently, there's more boxes. Right, this is wonderful stuff. Let's just grab all of this. Keep an eye out for any crones that might get the jump on us. It's all very, very ritually.
By the eternal fire. I've never seen so many before.
Looks unsavory. What is all this?
The trappings of a black magic ritual. Witches weave human hair through dolls they first curse. They gain a grasp on individual souls this way.
Think one of the dolls represents Anna? Can we free her if we find it?
It's the only way I know of. But there are risks involved. The items woven into the dolls, see them? They symbolize the individuals the dolls are meant to represent. We must find the doll that is Anna and take it from here.
We only get one shot at choosing the right doll.
I'll not chance it. I did not know Anna. You've learned much of her. Should find it easier to choose.
All right. Let's take a look at these dolls.
Here we go. So there is a doll with a red bead, a doll with bird's feathers, a violet hollyhock bloom, and the human ear. Now, if you've been paying attention, which I have, and to be honest with you, I only really know this because I've been editing videos over and over again, so I happen to see little details that I would have otherwise missed during the playthrough. It's that Anna, every incarnation, has been represented by a necklace of red beads. That is to say, she's wearing it in the painting in Crow's Perch, she's wearing it as Gran, and even the hag is denoted by the chain of scarlet orbs. We only have one crack at this, but that seems to be the most likely of the options.
Red bead attached to this one. Anna wears a string of those around her neck.
As do half the women from Novigrad to Vengerberg. This cannot be the one.
I see, so we can have a look at the dolls again and try and find out by inspecting them all. But I'm committed. I'm fairly confident that I couldn't possibly be wrong, so let's do it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
It's Anna! What have you done?
I might have made an error.
What have you done? You were to save her. She burst into flames, hear me? My mother burned alive.
Damn it. Now I'm intrigued. Which one was it?
I'm sorry. Didn't know it would end this way.
You're sorry. You're sorry. And you? Will you just stand there? You hired this murderer! Have you nothing to say? Did you care that little for her? Not even... Not a single tear.
Come, let us go.
I genuinely thought I could fix this.
This might have been done differently. We could have avoided this, I'm certain of it. Naught left for us here. We ride for Oxenfurt. Don't cry, child. The eternal fire will soothe your pain. Open your heart. Take comfort in its warmth. Come to Crow Perch for your pay.
None of this was your doing.
I know. Which makes it no easier to bear.
The pain will pass in time.
I'd like to believe that. I would.
You may have a moment with her. Then we must bury her and return to Novigrad.
Very well.
Is it possible I can loot her first? No.
Leave me alone!
Yeah, definitely feel like that could have gone better. Never mind, you don't get them all right. So we've been instructed to go back to Crow's Perch, and from there we can get our reward. And at least it's a nice day as we head back to Crow's Perch, although, naturally, there are going to be more I just nearly walked straight into that corpse. Still, silver linings and all that, at least we're going to get a nice reward for this, so then we can get paid and be on our way. I think I've got some things I want to get on with. I'm sure the Baron won't be super happy, but a contract's a contract, and he promised he was going to reward me very generously. Oh my god! We've got a new signpost! Oh, this is fantastic. We can finally fast travel to and from the fort. Oh, this will be brilliant every time we need to go and speak to the Baron from here on out. Shit.
What the hell happened?
Hanged himself. Plain enough to see.
Was he drunk?
Yeah. Always knew the hooch would be his end.
If I'm to choose between a greater and lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all. Usually, though, the stakes are just too damn high. Sometimes in choosing a greater evil, you do good, albeit in a small way. When I chose to save the orphans of the swamp, I couldn't know Anna would die, and I never thought the Baron would leave his wife where she lay, find a rope and hang himself. Most times, you make your choice and never look back.
Lost everything he cared for. No surprise he lost the will to live.
Don't look too concerned, you and your boys.
What would you have us do? Sit and wail? Baron was a good soldier, but settling in here at Crow's Perch, it made him soft. We'll introduce a new order. Things will be different now.
I imagine they will.
Well, we did get paid, so that's that at least. Although I am slightly worried. With the Baron gone, there's going to be nobody to keep order, and the Sergeant doesn't seem like he's going to be too invested in making sure that everything goes particularly well. But I can't get too hung up on that. I should probably get on with the rest of my life. And speaking of wells, I was in a rush and didn't check this place out properly. So let's pop down here and see what we may have missed. And I do keep complaining that I can never see anything, so let's rectify that presently. As I have brewed myself some lovely cat, which means I can now see where I'm going in the dark.
Give it a choice.
I can, however, still get snuck up on by water hags, so maybe it's not perfect. Ah, but a chest that I would have otherwise missed. Several chests, in fact. Oh, including this one, a diagram for a woven sword. And that's very nice, as I will confess, the armour I've got at the moment is very good, but will very quickly be outclassed as the game progresses. And so with that, I think that's enough for one day, but I will be getting on doing some Witcher contracts next week. They've been piling up, and that's precisely what we're being paid to do, so I feel like we'd be shirking our obligations if we ignored them for too long. If you've enjoyed this video, stick a like on the video for me and be sure to subscribe to the channel as these videos go up every single Friday. Get your weekend Witcher fix here on Dave Playing Games, and take a little moment of silence just to give some sympathies to the Baron. Things definitely didn't pan out the way he was expecting, and I'm fairly sure neither will next week's episode, so I hope you're looking forward to that one. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Ta-ra.